amateur radio has more than one type of candy store. Yeah, we all know about, the radio stores of the world. I'm not gonna name names because, well, you know them already. Let me introduce you to another kind of candy store. Sweetwater. If you're not familiar with Sweetwater, they are a massive musicians store and distributor. It happens that their headquarters is in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and not that far from my house. I need a new camera. I decided to buy it here. If I'm going to spend the same amount of money, whether I buy it from Amazon or DJI or Sweetwater, I may as well just get it at Sweetwater, especially since I know that my sales engineer is also an amateur radio operator.
Hey everybody, this is Punk Rock Ham Radio, KM6TWI.
Alan is a sales engineer here, and I figured if anybody needs to make a buck off of me, or, us amateurs, may as well be another amateur. Let's go inside, let's have a look. Walk in through the doors, you have a lobby where you can sit and wait. If you're waiting on someone, they do lessons and other stuff in here, so your kids might be in here taking lessons. We have the Sweetwater Museum. All the stuff you could possibly buy from a tiny little VW bus. My understanding is that is the original bus that the founder of Sweetwater started with. For those of us that love vintage computer gear, look at that Mac Classic. There is the candy store. We're gonna come back here in a second. I gotta show you the rest of this place. Ooh, there's another Mac Plus. The original store for this building was down that way. They converted that into offices because they were running out of space in offices. Then they moved it here, and this got to be too small for them. So they remodeled and built the one that we're gonna see in a minute. Cafeteria area. As you might expect, a business this big has a cafeteria on campus, among other things. And yes, you can slide down the slide. They have a school in here for music. Take lessons from just about anything. And once upon a long time ago, pre-COVID, and this ended in the days of COVID, you could go out those doors once a year. And you can go out them now, but once a year they would have an event here called Gear Fest, where I bought the majority of my gear because it was like a Dayton but for music and audio stuff. And that entire parking lot back there would be filled with tents and vendors with deals that were just incredible. Another lounge, and then they have a stage over there for bands at times. There's an arcade here somewhere, I just don't remember where they moved it to. It used to be by the entrance, but they moved the arcade some other place, I don't remember. There's the arcade. They put it over by where the old store entrance was. There's a employee directory. A lot of people work here. A bunch of their awards. And the arcade. They used to have one of those, you throw the ball like a Chuck E. Cheese's type of machines, but they don't have it here anymore, I guess. As you might expect, a place like this has a few studios in it. And if you want to record something, obviously they'll rent you some studio time. But that is not why we're here. We're here to buy a camera. So let's go into the store, have a look around on what they have. We'll get an email going over to Alan and order it. Alan works in the offices somewhere over that way, and I don't want to bother him with coming down here. I'm sure he's got calls to make. So coming through the entrance to the store, you know, average type stuff. You can tchotchkes, if you will. And then we get into some of the stuff they have. Like they have this entire wall of headphones that you can bring your own device and test your headphones here and see which pair you like the best. Guitar strings for days and guitar accessories. Pretty good. How are you? Good. If you want to pick, they probably have it, and if they don't have it, you probably don't need it. You can go in there and play an acoustic guitar if you want. Good, pretty good. How are you? And this is just what they have on display. The warehouse has a ton more. If you've ever looked on their website, their selection is nothing short of ridiculous. And some of these guitars are just gorgeous. You can go in here and hook up an electric guitar or bass to any given number of cabinets and amps and jam out a bunch of their pedals, pedal boards. Yeah, this place has our amateur radio stores put to shame. The problem with this place is that you always want to spend money in it. It's kind of just like an amateur radio store. You go in and you go, I'm not going to buy anything today. And then you go, yeah, I'm going to buy something.
Right. Yeah.
Look at that beauty. Another demo room where you can go in and jam, connect things up. You want a bass, they got you covered. Oodles of basses. Look at that. Want drums? They got drums. I'd say more drumsticks that you can shake a stick at, but you know, literally shaking sticks, right? So this is their used gear store. You can sell your gear to them and then they'll turn it around and sell it back to other people, used up, a little bit discounted. It's the beauty of a board. Look at that. 32 inputs. Oh yeah. This place is actually light from what I'm used to. Normally this has more, but they also had a sale recently that cleared out a bunch of stuff. Pretty good. How are you? Let's see. What do we have here? Dude, an NT1A for $80. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, these are the original DJI mics, aren't they? Or are these the DJI 2s? DJI, these are the originals. I want a set of 2s. Dang it. But for $190, that may be doable. Might come back and get those DJIs later. We're gonna go in there last because that's where the camera that I want is at. I wanted to have an eyeball on it before. Look at that. Any microphone you could possibly want, you can come in here and demo. And if you want band and orchestra stuff, they also have it here. Doing great, thank you. You want a sax, trumpet, trombone, whatever, violin, you name it. Another cool thing they have is these touch displays all over the place. You can interact with them and, you know, tell them what you want, and their catalog comes up. You want a synthesizer? Yeah, buddy. Look at that. More pedals. This is the back side of the pedal display. Just think about how many stinking pedals these people have. You want a proper piano? Look at that. Let's head to where we came to go anyhow. Recorders, mics, you name it. This might be my near future. I'm not sure about it yet. I already have the old version of this that I'm using on my computer for the Hermes Lite 2 interface, but that one also belongs in my office, so I'm having to go back and forth with it. I'm thinking about buying one of those to put in on my shack computer. Maybe something else, I don't know. Certainly looking at one of these interfaces. They have the monitors set up, and you can just sit here, play whatever you want to play out of the music library, and compare different monitors side by side. Same thing with that station and with that station. More microphones. Getting closer to where we want to be. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. Closer, getting closer. Let's see if they have it on display. If not, I'll just make the order. No, it is not a GoPro. I'm gonna buy the DJI this time. I'm replacing a DJI with a DJI. One of these days. That would be really cool to have to make videos with, but that's just the camera, never mind the lens that goes along with it, so not in the budget right now. All right, let me get my phone. I'll send Alan a message saying I want to buy the camera. I was hoping to connect it to my computer here and do a couple of tests, but I'm fairly certain that that's the camera I want anyways. Worst case scenario, I have a few days to return it, and they're down the street, so. Now that may be the interface for the Shack computer. The Scarlett Solo, I imagine it's a single input. Let's see. Yeah, single input, that's all I need there. And headphone output, that'll work. It's 140 bucks. No, I'm good. I have an order with my SE. I'm gonna go pick it up in a minute. Thank you.
Yes, if something comes up, give us a holler.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Getting the second input would be an extra 50 bucks. How often am I gonna need two inputs? Very rarely. I have a 2i2 right now, and I haven't used it with two inputs very often in the last 4 years. Okay, the order is complete. They tell me that it is at the front desk. Let's go pick it up.
I'll be right.
I'm waiting for my order, and I'm just hanging out, and I looked at an area that I hadn't looked at yet. Look what I found. Yeah, there we go. The same thing I was looking for. We still have the Hero 12 available, the Action 4. I found where the DJI cameras are hiding. My order's getting full, then look who's here.
Hey everybody, this is Punk Rock Ham Radio, KM6TWI. Also, Alan Bauer from Sweetwater. If you are a ham radio, ham tuber content creator, or maybe you're a musician who's also into ham radio, or maybe you're just seeing this video and you need professional audio and video and musical instrument equipment. Well, hit me up, Alan Bauer at Sweetwater.
See, there you go.
You'll be glad you did.
You know, I was here, I wasn't expecting Alan to come down, and, you know, here comes Alan, and I'm like, hey, there's Alan, let me shoot a little bit more video. So, my order's here now. You know, saying bye to Alan now, so catch you guys in the next one. 7-3.
73.
Just like that, bag in hand. Camera purchase is done. Let me see if I can set it up real quick and shoot a little bit of video before I leave. All right, I have both of these cameras set, I think, to the same settings, or at least as close as I can get them. Which one looks better? This one or this one? You tell me. I'll tell you in a second which is which. Anyhow, that's what I have for you guys right now. We'll catch you guys in the next one. 7-3.